Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another matchup in the Roulette Rivals World Championships 2022. This is another group stage matchup. This time it is Group D, and our agents facing off are Plantspeaker and Tnega74. I am joined for this shoutcast by Gunthermation. Hello, Gunther.
Hey Barb, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, just fine. Now that Plantspeaker has gone live.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Actually, I'm trying to interact here and go full screen. Here we go. Get that set up. Tenega's live as well, and our spin's gonna be here very soon. Actually, we'll have some player audio active here as well. It's so weird doing this with YouTube. Still takes a little bit of getting used to.
We've got 2 YouTube players tonight. So.
Yeah. I think I had to like save the Twitch URL thing that we have to plug in because otherwise it'd be wiped. It'd be wiped clean. But yeah, we have a good match tonight. We have we're traveling first to Hokkaido, which is chosen by Plantspeaker, and then we'll be traveling to Mumbai. No surprise there, as Tnega is a prolific Mumbai enjoyer. Plantspeaker is a roulette rookie in this event. Tnega is a returning rival, and our spin has just arrived. Why don't you tell us what we have, Gunther?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Eric Soders, who needs to be coded using the robot arms while disguised as the handyman. And we have Yuki Yamazaki, who needs to be taken out with a neck snap while disguised as the ninja. So kind of a forced ninja start here.
Awesome. Yeah. Looks a little familiar, actually. I had a ninja kill on a recent bout to Hokkaido as well. So, yeah, that will force our players to do the ninja start. That is the only way to get that disguise when you see that as part of the spin. So Plantspeakers.
Exactly what we see Tnega do.
Yep.
But a quick replay on here.
Yep, I guess they weren't quite happy with their loadouts here. Now, for Eric, being eliminated with the robot arms does require either a particular disguise or two, or just a few key hackers. So always a good idea. Always a good idea to have some key hackers handy as part of using the robot, when you see robot arms as the condition for Eric Soders.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, if you've got the space for it, definitely having key hackers on Hokkaido is definitely a good idea. You never know when you might need it. Never know when you might run into trouble.
For sure. So, and Handyman being part of it here, part of the spin as well, Tnega's is going to calmer this Handyman who hangs out by the barrel here. He's actually not going to take the disguise with him, though. That body...
Yeah, he's just kind of prepped it.
Yeah, he prepped the disguise there. He took the guy's clothes off of him, so he's going to become hypothermic. Poor guy. And then he'll have to run off. He has been found.
So
yeah.
Thankfully, he will survive this night.
He will survive this time.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm wondering if that is just to basically have it set up and ready to come back and change into. I don't know if there's just not a easier disguise grab on the way after you get this kill done, but...
Well, I wonder if Tnega, because when I think of a hostile disguise for Yuki, my mind just immediately goes to the sauna strat for Yuki, where she, if you mess with the control panel, you can have the occupants of the people who are in there currently leave, so that way Yuki will go in when she approaches it, but it's not until about 4.5 minutes or so that she actually reaches the sauna. So I don't know if Tnega has other things that, if he has like another strat for a way to get Yuki sooner than that, or if he just has some other things he wants to do before that time, and then he wants to get Eric after. When I see this, though, I think of doing the Eric Soders kill first.
I think that that's a good idea. I think that you can get a lot done in that short period of time
Mm-hmm.
between when Yuki kind of starts moving and when she actually gets to the spa. So definitely not a bad idea. We do see Tnega is heading to the spa room right now where the controls are.
Yep.
Uh, Meanwhile, we have Plantspeaker has knocked out this handyman,
Mm-hmm.
same handyman, but is now dragging him downstairs, and this is going to be a safer place for him to do this grab.
Yeah. Yep. And body not going to get spotted there. Obviously, he's boxed up. So plant speaker's now in a good spot and ready to try and get that robot arms kill. I wonder if they know how. Being a rookie, it's not always clear uh, what the depth of knowledge a new roulette player has and what they're
I
bringing
mean,
to the
I'm
table
relatively
here.
certain I don't remember how. I know, I know that you've. Do you have to break Kai?
You do, yes, you do
Okay,
need to break
yeah.
Kai.
Then I do know how. But the fact that I had to question that, yeah, like I'm certain that there's a lot of different levels of knowledge that you can have going into this.
For sure. Uh,
Plantspeaker watching out for the camera there does manage to get away from it without getting seen, so he's going to keep his green guns. And
and
he's currently
meanwhile,
in his handyman disguise, so it looks like he's going to try and infiltrate the upper level of the Gamma Hospital, but he is going to miss the sauna timing for Yuki. That's
yes,
his
he
first
will.
pass.
He definitely will. So he's left his ninja disguise back where the drug deal occurs and where that sleeping guard in the chair was.
This is such a tight spot for him to be in too,
Yeah.
because eventually he's gonna have to contend with NPCs coming this way. I don't know if he's got a clear route into the Kai room from here. I think he's gonna have to sneak his way up one of the staircases through the morgue.
Yeah, this is I don't think that I don't know that the handyman disguise actually opens, whatever particular doors um in and around the surgery area, but Tnega does get the neck snap kill on Yuki
Yeah.
right there at like 4 minutes 20 seconds, let's say. And
Why that is so big in this instance is he controls the Eric Soder's kill from here on out.
mhm,
It's entirely based on him. It's not necessarily tied to any specific timing. So if he can get himself back to his handyman disguise and get himself into the Gamma Hospital itself, which I think, just given the route that I see Plantspeaker taking, I think that he might not exactly know the best way for him to get upstairs. Oh, he's got somebody coming out of that room right now.
whoa,
Gets around the corner.
lot of
He's just
whoosh.
fine.
Oh my
Oh, big whoosh from
god.
the doctor there. And yeah, no, he's able to climb up these stairs. I am amazed and
He's
very
very close.
impressed.
He's very close to where he needs to be to get this kill. He just needs to
Yeah.
go across the hall and then hang a left when he's in that observation room.
Does he
Straight
have
across the hall.
key cards?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
And has he taken out the cameras? Because are there cameras up here?
There are cameras that can be a problem for sure. I don't know that he's taken them out.
We're gonna find out here very shortly. Tnega, meanwhile, is making his way through. He has changed into the bodyguard disguise.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Now that he's got the Yuki kill, he's gonna be grabbing himself a handyman and then going to hopefully get the robot arms kill as well. Plantspeaker's so close. He's right in the right neck of the woods.
I'm wondering what the hesitation with going through this door is. I think he's just worried about getting himself spotted.
Ooh,
Yeah, because he's going past where he needs to get to right now.
yeah, and you need to be in the disguise when you activate the prompt, so I don't know what he's hoping
Right.
to do in the bodyguard disguise here. Maybe just like do a
Maybe
bit
clear
of
out the room.
exploration. So he's got
I mean,
himself
he does
recorded
get
now.
himself seen by a camera there, and if he'd gone in that door as the handyman, he definitely would have gotten himself in trouble.
So he knows that this is where he needs to be. Okay, this is encouraging.
Yeah, Tnega, meanwhile, has changed into the handyman disguise and is making his way back over to the morgue.
Yes, through the morgue and then into the surgery area. This is trespassing for the handyman, so yeah, Plantspeaker's gonna have to run back. Hopefully he paid attention
Yeah.
to that sequence, because I sure didn't.
Well, that's a big whoosh on Tnega side. He is going to be able to get away from it for a moment, but then, like, gets a much
Oh,
quicker whoosh on the next one. That's going to be a replan. So all of a
ouch.
sudden, we're a heck of a lot more neck and neck. Obviously, it looked like Tnega was kind of running away with it, but Plantspeaker,
Don't do
if
it.
he's able to
Don't
get
do it,
this
Plant
kill,
Speaker.
don't go for it.
Don't do it. You're in the wrong
Don't
disguise.
press it.
He's just confirming, I think, that that's a
Okay.
prompt. That's the prompt he's looking for. Now, he's got this camera here, right?
I think he's going to try and take it out.
And
He's got to.
also, people are moving around this part of the map now, so this is really kind of
He
messy.
should move through, though, not come back, so it should be good. But he needs to either take out this camera or take out all of the cameras.
Yeah, this is
He can't just leave it.
he's kind of made it a little bit harder for himself by hacking the core and now just not getting the kill. You know what I mean? Like, you should hack the core, be in the handyman disguise, and then immediately get the robot arms kill, and then GTFO ASAP as possible. And he's
this
not
body's
doing
gonna get
that.
found. He's not gonna be able to change back into that disguise for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
This is
not an
this
ideal.
is not exactly where he wants to be, but
Yeah.
he's about as close as you can get to the kill without actually having it.
Yeah, for sure. Down to the point of disabling the Kai mainframe more or less, and just then not quite seeing it through.
And I'm with you. I question the decision to change into the bodyguard disguise.
There may have just been a bit of hesitance, maybe it's like some uncertainty of not knowing, where the terminal is or what the prompt looks like for the kill.
Or if there's eyes on or something. Yeah. That makes sense.
Sure.
It would have been so much nicer if he would have. I mean, even if he just went with the Calmer shots like he did, maybe even Calmering and changing into the bodyguard in that room might have sufficed. Then he would have had quicker access. But obviously, you could get seen from the surgeon theater across the way as well.
Yes.
But Tnega right back in it. He's already got his sauna set up and ready to go. And now it's just going to be a couple minute wait on Yuki to get all the way here. So
it's insane to me that so many players are able to place items in the door frames of doors in this particular map. Yet whenever I try to do it in my version of the game, it crashes. It does not like items being placed on door thresholds for whatever reason. A very reliably repeatable crash, which unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, but only for this map. This is the only map where like you really benefit from putting things in the middle of door frames, it seems. But yeah, it's powerful for the sauna lure.
Oh, definitely, especially in a disguise like the ninja where you don't have the non-trespass access. Oh, I'm so nervous for Plantspeaker here. He's trying to figure out what his route is going to be. I mean, he's not going to be able to get up to the disguise.
Oh, he tried to shoot him in the elbow and it didn't work. Although
I think he's landed the shot, but because he heard that shot, he's got to investigate that first. Once this is done, he should go hollow circle.
Oh, it's a seeker. I thought it was a Calmer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yep, that makes sense.
So now he'll be able to get his disguise back, but he's still got problems getting himself into the actual room with Kai.
Because there's more people in that little observation room now, I feel like.
Yeah. It's just this one, and if he can get around the corner, he can handle a peekaboo, but that's...
But it's green trespassing. It's green.
Oh, corner subdue. Oh, God.
No.
It's just... Okay,
no, it's
server
red
caught
guns.
up. Okay.
Sometimes you do your...
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes down.
That is massively rough.
Yeah, big loss. Big loss for sure. That's a third of the entire spin timer gone. Well, we're actually halfway through it now. We're down to about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so I don't know how many of those long runs Plantspeaker has left in him, but Tnega with the next snap kill here in the sauna.
Yes,
He
nicely
is
done.
gonna go ahead and drag this body out so that he can hide it properly. There he
And
goes.
now off for the handyman disguise.
Yeah, he
And
did not knock out the handyman at the fire barrel this time. So he must have a different handyman in mind, or he's gonna grab one on the way. You obviously have this one out here who's working on the tractor. I'm not sure if he still has a trank shot or not, but something like that might not be the worst idea. But obviously, I could make gameplay suggestions all day. It does not matter. It's up to the players what they choose to do.
so he's gone down to the evidence room here, and he's in a bodyguard disguise. Possibly just for ease of approaching a handyman disguise, I would imagine. Sort of
I
like
think,
a
yeah,
transitionary sort of thing, just to make it easier. Guards have many privileges, including but not limited to placing explosives and emetic devices on the ground, wielding weapons, having weapons on your back, and things like that. So,
and he's looking around the garden area. Looks like he's gonna try and lure one of the handymen up here.
oh, please don't go for. Just
He
gonna.
can't possibly. Oh, he does have.
This
Yeah, he should
will
be able to
work.
grab this disguise.
All
Yeah,
right,
very nice.
I'll
And
take
that
it.
body can get found, as it is tranked, so perfectly fine.
All right, Plantspeaker is up top, in outside of the area where the Kai mainframe is. Doing a bit of experimentation here, I think. Just kind of seeing. We're gonna see the same deal as last time. Just start yanking out the server racks.
All right, easy enough sequence to remember. 4, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, he'll get that going. Meanwhile, Tnega is in his handyman disguise. He's heading upstairs right now. Should be able to get into the mainframe pretty easily, and he's already taken out the security camera, so he does not have to worry about that either.
Yeah, he should have a much easier time this time. Although he's at the top of the wrong stairs, he'll want to be at the top of the other set of stairs. So he's probably gonna run through the morgue and go up the other set. That would be the stairs by the smuggle location. Now he's on the right set of stairs.
Much easier access from over here.
Yes.
And I believe he's got key cards. Yeah, so he'll be able
Yes.
to get into here no problem. This should be a nice and quick kill.
Yeah, this is what we would like to see Plantspeaker doing, but it's understandable that Plantspeaker won't have neither the knowledge, or it wouldn't be wrong to assume that they just aren't as full of knowledge and confidence that you have, with the timing to get away with it and to get out. You do have to exfiltrate somewhat quickly, so but Plantspeaker's definitely on the right track here.
Yeah.
There's clearly some intuition which is correct.
He's
And,
got a bunch of pieces. He's
Mm-hmm.
just got to put them together in the right order. And they're pieces that obviously Tnega knows
Yes.
what he's doing with them, because he has just murdered Eric Soders with
Brutal.
with the robot arms.
That's perhaps one of the most graphic scripted kills, I think, in the entire World of Assassination trilogy.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
That's a
I mean,
rough one.
it's deserved, but it's pretty rough.
Sure. Yeah, bloody, just very bloody.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Tnega now needs to get out and exfiltrate. Now that
where's
but
he
be
thinking?
careful, boy, where are you going, dude? Oh my God, T.
Oh, he's going for the helicopter. I think he wants to exit via the bathroom window
Yeah, he
and
was
get up to the helicopter. Oh man.
Oh man, really
He just
tough
needed to get
way to
himself
rip.
through the morgue. He had a clear shot through the garage. Could have gotten right up to the snowmobile. I think he was just
So
trying
close.
to speed things up there, maybe, or just wasn't really thinking about like where exactly he was gonna be able to exit.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to, you don't know where your opponent's at, right? So you're
Yeah.
always kind of trying to go fast, but sometimes it might be better to just sort of slow down, calm your nerves for a minute and then just like focus, recenter yourself. Be like, okay, we're just exfiltrating now. Um,
Yeah.
T seemed to be kind of scrambling there a little bit. I kind of felt some of that. It felt very fueled by anxiety,
Yeah,
which
I think
I.
that that is a good way to put it because I think, yeah, he was going a way that would have been a little bit safer, and then to just kind of turn about face and then immediately put himself, especially like you said, after the robot arms go off, then you have like kind of the
Mm-hmm.
moving NPCs.
Oh wow, Plantspeaker actually gets the body of this tranked guard up here. Don't let him wake him up. Go ahead, choke him out.
Chief Surgeon shouldn't wake
Or
him up. He'll run and get a guard.
okay, so he's gonna switch into the bodyguard disguise and then leave now. So that's
Yep.
good. Now Plantspeaker needs to get the next snap kill on Yuki. This is
Right.
the hard
This is
part
something we
here.
haven't seen him do yet. We haven't
Right.
seen a Yuki approach. So,
Right.
but I mean, if he can pull this off, I mean, he's technically ahead of Tnega right now. It's taken him a lot longer to get the Soder's kill,
Mm-hmm.
but now that he's got it, if he's quick to the spa, he can get Yuki isolated in the next 4 minutes. I don't know how long her cycle is.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows about the timing with the spa.
I
I'm
hope so because I don't know how he's getting a ninja kill otherwise.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I'm not even sure that I know what the timing on the second cycle of the spa is.
I
But
never let it get to there if I'm trying to do something, so I don't know either. But yeah, I think that she's on a 6 minute cycle. I might be incorrect about that.
mm, so it's either at like 8 minutes or 10 minutes that she would be back, probably at the
Yeah.
spa.
So where is she heading right now? So she's just inside there. Is she going to the restaurant now?
That direction is the spa.
Okay. And we also have
Now he
the
left his ninja disguise. Where did he leave his ninja disguise? Down in the basement of the morgue.
um, well, and at this point, like he could not clear the spot fast enough for. Oh, she's going back to her room.
Oh, she is going to her room.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, she goes to her room for a bit and then she should come up and go to the spa. But
Yes.
so he's got time, but he's got to clear out that spa room now.
Oh man, I don't like this.
Yeah, he's got some work cut out for him here.
I mean, it's not impossible to isolate her in her room either, but you definitely would not want to get. You would have a hell of a time trying to get back there in the ninja disguise. He's just gonna go. He's running in. I feel like we're seeing a little bit of exploration here and just looking for opportunity, And I like that. I like to see that sort of inquisitiveness.
I do too. I do hesitate like if this is his plan, if he manages to get her here, getting the ninja back to this location is going to be
Oh yeah, no,
incredibly
that's
tedious.
it's not gonna work at all.
Yeah, so I do hope that for his sake that he fails to get this isolation here. Because that's kind of the stuff that you have to think about. Like you can improv, you can get yourself a little bit further along, but you have to also be thinking like, okay, I'm coming back here in a hostile disguise. How am I going to
Mm,
be able to do that?
yeah, that's certainly a part of roulette that you need to be thinking of. Is that, what are you going to have access to your disguises? Are you in something that you need now? And are you going to change out of it, to use something else? Because if so, you'll have to go back for that disguise. Yeah, hostile zones, trespassing zones, things like that are all factors that we try not to overlook, but sometimes we do because roulette is a game of balancing many plates. We're spinning many plates in trying to complete a roulette spin.
Yeah. Well, and in trying to complete a roulette spin, Tnega has taken out Yuki with the fabled neck snap, and that is one of them down. One of the guards has been peeled off by Plantspeaker.
That's good. That's a little bit of progress.
Might make his life a little bit easier down the line, especially because I believe the guard that he peeled off was the enforcer for this outfit. So Yuki's obviously still an enforcer for the bodyguard outfit, but he's got one less pair of eyes he's got to worry about. And Yuki is now heading to the spa, so he might see his opportunity for an isolation as they do approach the spa. But we are running out of time for this
Yeah.
spin.
There's
We only
really
have
no
about
room.
6 minutes left.
No room for any restarts here.
Not at all.
Not really for either player.
I'd say so, yeah, because I mean, right now Tnega still has the entirety of the setup for Soders, and he can definitely get that done in this time. But
Sure. He's got to play
looking at
carefully.
his in-game timer has just surpassed what is available left on the spin timer. So yeah, he's running out of time to get this sorted, and it's probably past his last restart.
Yeah, for sure. But he's running up the right stairs. He knows exactly what to do. He's already done it perfectly. Minus the exfiltration. So, I'm sure Tnega is capable of this.
And the exfiltration is where he went wrong last time. So
Yeah.
I think that the fact that he is approaching it differently this time, I think he's going to be way more mindful of it. And we should see an exit, and we should see a map finish, and
Fingers crossed.
2 points going over to Tnega here.
What is Plantspeaker thinking of doing here?
I'd love to answer that question.
I think he sees her over there in the spa.
Yeah.
But he hasn't prepared it yet.
No,
she's examining it.
She is by herself. If he could do a toss
she's
distraction
leaving.
before she leaves.
Oh,
just missed it.
Just missed her.
Here's the worst part.
She was
she
so
will
close.
not be back here before the end of the spin.
Yeah. Yep.
So now he has to improvise in order to get her isolated and in a place where he can bring the ninja disguise.
Yep. He's only got 4 minutes to do it. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to do it.
This is going to be very, very difficult to pull off in the amount of time that he's got.
Tnega has both targets down. I feel like he wants to get out of this handyman disguise.
Yeah, I think that he's got a disguise.
Don't go that way.
here.
Just go for the snowmobiles, T.
He might just be heading right outside.
Watch out. Oh, there's someone coming down the stairs.
Right, why is he going up?
There you go.
If he just heads out here, he's not trespassing. There he goes. Okay, now he's just got to watch out for enforcers. There
Perfect.
are many of them, but it's basically a straight shot. Oh, I was so nervous. I thought
Oh my god, me too. I'm
again.
like, come on, T, don't jump through the surgery suite.
All right, and he is out. Give us that 5-star silent assassin completion screen.
Nice.
The points are yours.
Whew, clutched it.
There it is.
All right, Tnega. GG's, dude. Well played, too. Plantspeaker really, I think, deserves a shout here for showing some, like he knew where to go to get the robot arms kill. He had an idea of like how to get the handyman disguise and stuff. Like I said, like not as much confidence as you tend to see with like a longer term roulette player, but that makes sense. This is a rookie, so this is really encouraging performance from a new person stepping up to the block here. So I love to see that.
And I'd echo that. Like I think that one of the most enjoyable things to watch when you're seeing these maps is not necessarily the people who've done it 1,000 times and who know every kill condition and blah blah blah, but the players who might be met with something that they haven't practiced, they haven't prepared for, and so then they have to look at it and kind of decide, okay, I know how all those pieces work individually, how am I going to put it together? And I think Plantspeaker was doing a fine job at being able to do that. Obviously, the robot arms was a bit of a hiccup, and then not really having a plan for the ninja disguise and getting it to Yuki. That's really what the holdup was, but the improv to get there to figure out what he had to do, very, very impressive. So excited to see what he does on Mumbai. I don't favor his chances against Tnega, especially since Tnega is very much a Mumbai enthusiast, but hoping for a surprise here. But yeah, I think Tnega knows this map fairly well inside and out, and
Yeah.
should definitely see him take it on with some grace.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, Tnega took Hokkaido from his opponent. Obviously, that was Plantspeaker's choice, and now we're heading into Mumbai, which is Tnega's choice. As you said, Tnega is a known Mumbai enjoyer, and I'm sure will or is capable of putting on a really impressive Mumbai performance. But it is roulette, and anything can happen. Um, Plantspeaker, I'm sure, has some idea of how to get these targets isolated here, or at least I hope so. I love seeing what the rookies do. Like
Yeah.
I love kind of the, we know we're not gonna, or we can safely assume that we're not gonna see like crazy, well practiced like speedrun strats or anything like that. In most cases, unless you're Danny Buda. Um, we haven't really seen that from a rookie before, but it still is interesting to kind of gauge just kind of like where they're at, how much roulette they've already watched, maybe like what they've learned from seeing other players do. Uh, and yeah, it's just neat to see them come in with their knowledge and then see them get better over time as well. Hopefully, if they come back.
I agree. I agree. I think that Mumbai is a map that you are going to struggle on if you are improvising every single kill. Obviously, there's kind of the meta takedowns that we've seen over the course of our tenure with Roulette Rivals,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just become so much the main where improvisation can't really beat it if you've got it down. You know what I mean? Like if you know exactly what you're doing, you can get yourself out of Mumbai in 7 or 8 minutes. You're in a pretty good spot, especially if you can first try this stuff. So it's really going to be interesting to see what Plantspeaker does and exactly how practiced with Mumbai Plantspeaker is. Are they familiar with the strats? Do they know how they're going to take down Dawood? Do they know how they're going to isolate Vanya? All that good stuff. And yeah, I think anything that's going to throw a wrench in the plans here could be things like live kills or like we saw with the hostile disguise difficulties that we saw from Plantspeaker there. Anything that's going to be difficult to get in front of the target to
Mm-hmm.
actually do the kill.
Well said. Yeah, very well said. All right, well, we're going to see our spin here in just a few seconds. And if you don't mind, I'll take this one, Gunther.
Please do.
We've got Wazir Kale eliminated with a fall. In the suit, we have Vanya Shah eliminated with fiber wire as Sagar the Barbar. And we have Dawood Rangan eliminated with scissors as Queen's Guard. So, I am a little concerned about the fall kill in the suit for the Maelstrom, as well as the fiber wire kill on Vanya. Just because, live kill for Vanya, I'm not worried about anything for Tnega, right? I'm to be clear, he knows how to do all this stuff, I'm sure. I'm worried about how Plantspeaker might be able to, what he's thinking about as far as the fall kill in the suit, because
Right.
you can't do that from the default Skywalk start, which is that was the first kind of Mumbai strat that like I learned was the Skywalk start and the Brick Lure. But that doesn't work. Fall kill doesn't work with that for the Maelstrom.
Yes and no. So obviously you can still do your Skywalk starts, but the best place to get a fall kill, and this is me speaking personally, I would say is when you get the Maelstrom to go up to meet Neha.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that that's going to be what we see. Obviously, I'm sure there's other locations to get maybe a quicker fall kill or something. That's the safest, quickest place that I would go myself. But we do see Tnega starting in Charles. The nice thing about this is it doesn't force you to start Skywalk. You can start anywhere because you're bringing the Maelstrom to you if you bring him up.
True.
So I do think that that's kind of what we're seeing here over on Tnega's side because, right now he doesn't know who the Maelstrom is, and I doubt he's going to go through any of the mission story to figure out who the Maelstrom is. He's just going to summon him his own way.
Right. So what's I wonder what T's doing up here.
I'm not sure. He's clearing out this room. but I don't know to what end.
It's got, so those are street thugs there that he can take their disguises if he should want to. Oh, wait a
Ooh,
second. I think this is I think this is a place to get the maelstrom.
Oh, quite possibly.
I think, is that the maelstrom there? The beard?
I think 100% it's the bearded man. Look, as he gets bumped
Ah,
into him, he
he
doesn't.
missed him. So he's
Yeah,
trying to
so
he's
the
trying to set up
maelstrom.
to get the maelstrom there, I guess, and then get the fall kill there in the alleyway.
Exactly. Maybe like just dump him over the edge there. It's totally possible. But yeah, so
Huh.
because the maelstrom is a target, he will not react like a regular NPC. If you bump him, he'll just keep going about his day. And right there, when he was bumping into the bearded gentleman, he was not reacting. So I think Tnega just knows that that's his path.
Yeah.
Plantspeaker, meanwhile, has gone for the default isolation on the maelstrom. He does not have access to a fall kill right here,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have any place that he can move him or drag him. Like, I don't think a fall kill is possible from where he is. And if he has to drag him by either of these areas, Maelstrom is going to get found.
I think he's working that out right now too. Like I think he's seeing. He's like, okay, where can I take this body from here? Probably nowhere. And
Right.
so this is going to force him to consider another way of identifying or isolating the maelstrom. And he may not have that knowledge. So this can be, this can definitely be the right situation to make you feel as though you're under immense pressure because you're like, crap, I don't know how I don't know how to figure out who he is. I don't know where I can get him, where I can get a fall kill. It can seem like an impossible task in the context of, just trying to get the whole spin done,
Yeah, for sure. Well, Tnega has the Maelstrom right now. He's currently in his suits, and now he's just got to dump him off over the edge. Keeps his green guns, target eliminated. Yeah, that is the first kill down for Tnega, and what a huge lead. Having one of your kills down a minute and a half in, and your opponent still is kind of working out what it is that they have to do. So this is exactly the practice stuff that I was talking about before we even got into this map. Plantspeaker obviously is familiar enough with Mumbai to know, like, oh, okay, this is what I'm gonna have to do. This is basic Mumbai 101. But you don't have those fringe kills of like, okay, but if the thing that works for 99% of kills doesn't work for this one kill, what do? And he doesn't have himself a backup right now. He's gonna let the Maelstrom go, so he's not gonna be able to isolate him in
which is
the
the right
alleyway here.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do. You gotta
But
let
I
him
don't
go.
think that he thinks it is yet, because we see another replan here. He's trying to reconsider what it is that he's doing, and I'm not sure if he knows that he's gonna be able to summon the Maelstrom himself or not. So, meanwhile, Tnega does have the barber disguise.
Yes.
And he's just grabbed himself a pair of scissors from the tailor shop. Now he can start going about his business. Maybe start the brick lore if that's what he's gonna do in order to get Vanya.
Fun fact: there's only 3 pairs of scissors in the whole of Mumbai, apparently, or at least as part of it. The tailor.
Not...
Yeah, it's the tailor. There's one in the train yard and one at the train cars, and there is one on by all the actors in the tower. But that's it.
It's not a heavy concentration of scissors given the size of Mumbai.
No, not at all.
It's not a very scissors to map ratio.
No, bad ratio for sure. But T has just started the brick lure, so throwing that brick in purple smoke in the skies over Mumbai, and now time to start pacifying. How many people is it? Like 5, 6 people get pacified as part of this strategy.
5 plus Vanya, yeah, but Vanya won't be pacified in this go.
No, she will not. She will be choked out.
Yeah, and he's got himself his Queen's Guard disguise already set up to grab, obviously. Just tucking these bodies behind the container. Yeah, right now, like, this is not looking great for Plantspeaker. He's still kind of stuck on this alleyway situation, and yeah, so he's gotten the Maelstrom sick, and the Maelstrom is coming in here, but this isn't going to be a
Oh my
good
god,
spot for a fall
Tnega
kill
has the
either.
whole crew all split up, like, so far.
I don't think that's on purpose either. He's in a bit of trouble here. He's gonna have to catch up to Vanya.
All right, here he goes. Should
Nice,
be
just a
all
quick
right.
fiberware kill. Where are the metal workers? Have
Oh
they
my
gone back
god, they're
inside?
still out there.
Ooh,
Whoa,
amazing.
pretty
Well
close.
done. Last possible second. I don't know how much further she could have gone, but that should be
Pretty
good. I
close.
don't know if that Queen's Guard's body is at an angle that they can see from in there, but once they turn their backs to their forge, they won't see him anymore. So I think Tnega is good. I think he's able to get away with that. So now he just has the Dawood kill left. I'm not sure if he's got a snail in his inventory and that's the plan that he's going for or what. But it is just a scissor kill, and he has the scissors in his inventory. Yeah, Plantspeaker is still trying to work out exactly how he's going to go do this
Yeah.
fall kill, and it's not ideal when you have a kill method come up that you've never done before, that you've done infrequently enough that it's not fresh in your mind. That's gonna be a
Ooh, and
restart
then he
anyways
gets
to get
yeah, he
seen by
gets
the street enforcer.
yeah, street enforcer. Yeah, so yeah, that's gotta be frustrating for a Plantspeaker, just knowing that he knows how to isolate the target, but that specific isolation just doesn't work with that particular kill condition. And there's a
Right.
couple of those for different targets across different maps where it's just better to use one isolation over another, depending on what the condition or disguise is. And yeah, this is just some lessons you learn while playing roulette are it's a hard lesson learned, and this will probably go down as a hard lesson learned.
And hopefully,
Through no fault
take.
of his own.
Oh,
It's through no fault
Tnega.
of Plantspeaker. Oh no, Tnega
Tnega
gets
with
a
a
really
restart. He knocked out the Bollywood crew. She fell forward and was seen by the man around the corner. I'm not certain where he was going. He did bring Dawood out with the brick lore, but he did not. He didn't isolate him on the bridge. Um, he started going into the tower, and I'm not entirely certain why. Unless his plan is to get, maybe he was late getting to the bridge, and he had to go and get. He was basically setting up so that when Dawood came back to the tower, he could get him then. But
I wonder if he like doesn't have a snail as part of his way to catch Dawood.
maybe we'll have to take a look if he pulls up his inventory.
Plantspeaker.
Yeah, I don't know the thinking behind what he was doing. Yeah, I didn't see a snail, but I only saw a glimpse of the inventory, so I'm not certain.
Apparently, he's got it stashed in the homeless tent.
Oh, that's a good place to have it. That's where I would put it. So, yeah, but you should have this this maelstrom kill done. This is basically clockwork, and this is so nice. Like, I think that is a way better fall kill method than what I had suggested in the first place. It's definitely way quicker. This is also fairly safe. You have to knock out about the same amount of people, and way
Yeah,
less eyes. So
I actually did know that the Maelstrom paths through here as part of like a speedrun strat that I do on Mumbai, but I did not know that you could get a fall kill on him up in the apartment.
yeah,
And also I know that there's a chance he can kind of go one of two directions when he's walking through the alleyways there, and I think it's random. So if he doesn't go the way towards the apartment, I wonder, what you would do in that case. But clearly, Tnega has that knowledge and that practice
he does.
for what I don't understand. So he gets that fall kill. He gets into the barber disguise. I think Plantspeaker's probably checking hit maps, looking for
He's
maybe
either
the
doing that
scissors.
or he might be looking up like how do you get a fall kill on the Maelstrom?
Yeah.
Because if you're not entirely certain of where to go or what to do, uh, I mean, yeah, it's just gonna be you kind of banging your head against the wall until you get it, or you look something up, a la Goulet, and then
Yeah, I don't know if they have
figure out
anything
what you
so
gotta do.
quick for maybe that's an idea for some YouTube content is just have videos that are titled "How to Get a Fall Kill on the Maelstrom." You know?
Do you know how amazing that would be? Like if we had like a video for every condition. How to get a fall kill on the Maelstrom while disguised as the barber. How to
Yeah, let's start working on it. I'm gonna make a
Yeah,
text document after this shoutcast.
it sounds good. I don't remember the total, but I do remember Mr. Mike mentioned once that there was a total of like I want to say it was close to like 400,000 combinations, but it might have even been greater than that.
Maybe
So it's a lot of videos.
maybe
You'll need a team.
420,000 perhaps.
Maybe. Maybe. I think it was an actual number though and not a meme.
No, couldn't be. All right, so T has started the brick lure and is once again stretching out those arm muscles for these incoming 6 pacifications.
Yeah, he's got so much work to do. I want to know if the last one was a fluke.
Oh no!
Uh, it's unfortunate. Yeah, he bumps into the guard.
Yeah, and then he turns around to look because whenever you run into someone, it's like they turn around, but then they like do an about face to look at you. When he did that, when the frying pan connected, he was looking straight at him. So T is having a rough go here so far,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I must say I'm kind of surprised, especially with how like commanding his first run was. I was totally expecting that to go a different way.
Yeah. But look, it's roulette, right? Stuff like this happens. Sometimes things can, like the game can just not be cooperating with you. I had a really rough experience recently in Santa Fortuna, and I'm just reminded of how just the game can be a little bit unforgiving at times, you know.
Yeah.
So there, you can't always discount elements like that. Plus the factor of like the nerves, roulette brain, maybe playing a part as well. So there's a lot going on for sure. The pressure of competing is hard to overstate.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and that's the thing, like, is this stuff obviously like Tnega is very practiced with this. I'm not entirely certain what went wrong with the Dawood decision, why he went the way that he went, but I trust that he knew what he was doing up to that point, and then he had to start improvising, and then that's when it went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that last time it was just an unfortunate. He had the far guard go to investigate the noise, and it would have been so much better if it would have been the guard that was closest to the sound of the distraction.
Yes.
I think that would have saved him quite a bit of trouble.
But Plantspeaker looks like he's already in. He's got himself the barber disguise and is working on maybe trying to fiberwire Vanya. So he crowbars open this door. That's going to cause some attention. So he's not going to want to stick around there. But we'll see him go in and try to get a fiberwire kill. OT gets another restart.
I didn't see what happened with that one.
I didn't either. What is going on? Plantspeaker like just has this guard. Oh, the reason why is because, oh no, he's still standing. He's near the frisk zone or whatever, or he's near the enforcement zone. So even though the guard can't see him because he's in cover, he like knows that 47's there.
Right.
So he's like
yes.
standing, getting ready to enforce. That's why he wasn't walking. And you can't do a frontal KO like that because you will get compromised.
Right. So definitely, like, we know that Tnega knows what he needs to do. He's just got to put all the pieces together. Plantspeaker is still kind of working out the fall kill setup. but neither player are able to get anything going really. And yeah, we'll see this fall kill for Tnega, which I figured was going to be the problem kill between these two players, and obviously it's happening for Plantspeaker, but very, very easy and consistent kill for Tnega.
Yeah,
He's
really
just
cool to
not
see.
able to get the other stuff done.
I imagine this will work pretty well for any kind of fall kill on the Maelstrom. You can leave him up here, come back in a different disguise.
Yeah, he's got himself the fall kill, and now he's just got to get himself into the brick lore, and let's just see if he has any more luck in the train yard here.
Yeah, hopefully. That was a little concerning in that one attempt where everyone just got so spaced from each other, and he was like sprinting and trying to catch up to them. They were really getting far away. You know, they were not well controlled. You got to corral. It's a rowdy group there that roam the train yard, and you got to keep them under a tight leash.
Yeah, because they will go all over on you.
Oh yeah, they were running and stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I was paying attention to what Plantspeaker was doing, and so I wasn't entirely aware of what happened. I don't know if Tnega maybe just took that long to kind of get the knockouts before, or if it really was Vanya just basically teleporting through the train yard, because that was about as spread as they could be.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't bump Vanya and like keep everybody bunched up. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so T is running towards the tower again.
Yeah, has he started the brick lore?
No. I don't believe so.
Okay, so his plan is to kill Dawood before he even starts the brick lore. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess so.
If he has a snail and it is in the homeless tent, he's not going for it. This is where he got on his first run.
Oh man, please don't do it. Don't do it again.
Oh no. I think he's gonna try and do it and try and
Oh my god, he does it
time.
again and he just rips again. T.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna keep falling forward like that. He's gonna either have to like lure her over by the box and then get her from behind then, or he's gonna have to basically just work past her.
Pain and hurt. Yeah. Now I don't know. I don't know if he even has enough time now with 9.5 minutes on the spin here.
I think he does, but I think he's gonna have to get Dawood on the bridge. I think he's gotta get rid of this this thing that he's doing where he's going into the tower. It's not. I don't think that he's got a safe enough route to make it work.
I mean, yeah, you don't even have to pacify. You don't.
He tried to pick up his iron and accidentally fired a shotgun. I know that wasn't on purpose.
I didn't know if that was on purpose or not. I thought that may have just been like a, catharsis.
I feel like he was doing well enough. He was just trying to do it quickly because he looked at the clock and saw, oh, I have 9 minutes left.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You don't have a lot of time to be rampaging. I mean, maybe he thought he had the iron in his hand, and then he just didn't. When he aimed, he thought it would be aiming the iron, but instead it aimed the shotgun. And
yeah, he did fire so quickly.
There you go. He saw him drop the shotgun that time.
Yeah,
before he picked up the iron.
Extra safe. Yeah, I don't see this happening unless he gets Dawood from the brick lore as well.
Ooh, Plantspeaker.
Yeah, he's got the peekaboo on the barber.
Yeah, he's figured out how to get the barber. Oh, but he's not come forward
Oh,
far
he
enough
didn't
for
come
the
all the way
quarter
through.
subdue.
You should be able to get him when he turns around, and then his wife quickly after. So, yep, there's the toss for him. He gets himself off of the cover, and bam. Now he's got himself the barber disguise, which is good. I think that this means his plan has changed, and he's going to go for everything else in the Maelstrom kill last.
And
Tnega seeing something we've seen him do successfully basically every time, aside from like his real first run.
yeah,
Oh, but he gets spotted.
crime noticed. I guess you can get
Yeah,
spotted dumping there.
somebody must have looked up. Now I'm in your boat. Now I'm thinking there's no way he gets this done in 7 minutes. Like that would
Yeah,
be incredibly quick. I'm not sure what the record is for this map, but I think it's around that time. And so unless he's about to set a record with this spin.
yeah, I don't think so. Not that I'm a pessimist or anything, but I just don't think this spin is a record spin with it being, the barber for Vanya, with it being a suit
Yeah.
fall for the Maelstrom, scissors. I don't think it's. To me, it's not a record spin kind of material, but they're still going to play it out, which is good to see.
Yeah, I think we might be looking at a Mumbai tie,
Mhm.
especially given like, we still haven't seen like a good plant setup, or a good setup by Plantspeaker, excuse me, for the fall kill. It looks like he is going to be infiltrating the train yard. That seems to be what his plan is, to infiltrate the train yard, to go after Vanya. And he's still got Dawood over in his tower.
Hmm. I mean, I would love to see him get at least one kill done here,
Me too.
and see one thing. I think as well that you have to kind of find value in when you're a roulette rookie is not in necessarily like sweeping your opponents and winning a whole bunch of matches. It's like the small victories, right? It's learning how to get some of the unique disguises. It's maybe getting whether if it's even if you don't complete the spin, it's just being able to get a kill
Right.
consistently, or little things like that, getting the timing down and stuff, because that's all a bigger part of being a better roulette player.
Absolutely. And
So
getting that stuff done in a match
yeah,
is
yeah,
so good.
it's good
It's like
practice.
exactly, cuz that's when the pressure is really going to be on. That's when
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have eyes on you, kind of scrutinize the work that you're doing, and to be able to do anything calmly, like be able to grab a disguise, go through the isolations, any of that stuff is going to be beneficial down the line. I mean, some of the best play that we've seen is from people who, they've ripped late, they don't really know where their opponent is, and so they take a breath and they go, well, I've probably lost this one. I'm just going to try to do this as nicely as I can until I lose.
Mm-hmm.
And they're able to swing it around, and
Yeah,
because they take that breath and they take that into consideration.
most definitely. So that's hopefully something that it's it was easy for me to kind of recognize that as a roulette player. So I just hope that that's something that all of the rookies are able to realize, and if not, then let this be a reminder that we're all there. We were all rookies once, and the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right? And playing roulette very much feels like 1,000 miles sometimes with
Very
just
true.
the spins that you're given.
Well, and I think as well, there's so many players in Roulette Rivals who have played so much or have practiced so much, and so they are just at one with the Hitman, and
Mm-hmm.
they're just so in tune, they're so in sync. And I think that the problem that a lot of newcomers have is, hey, I started playing and I'm not as good as Fanium right now. I don't understand why. It's like, well, you got to work up there, and you got to understand that the skill levels can be different. You can't just blink overnight and be great at roulette. It takes that kind of time and work and practice, and you got to put in the hours for it. So this hopefully this will be a great kind of inspiration to Plantspeaker specifically,
Mm.
because we've seen him struggle with a couple of these kill conditions that have very like basic setups or methods or safe ways to do it. And I think that that's just going to be something that, you know, next time he's going through his practice runs, he's like, hey, I should practice that Yuki neck snap with a ninja, with
Yeah.
a ninja disguise. That way I know what it is I'm doing.
Yeah. And see, part of it too is like, even if you don't do the spin, like next time you're watching, you know, if you hang out on Twitch and other people's Hitman streams where they're practicing roulette, like I know you do these streams sometimes, Buff, Frode, a lot of people in the community do. And sometimes it's nice to just stop into their stream and be like, hey, would you do a spin? I have a request. And then you can give them something that has stumped you or that you weren't able to do, and get an idea of how they might approach it, and let that kind of add to your knowledge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it goes beyond that, because what you do for one kill might be really good for that one kill, but you can then extrapolate from that and be like, oh, you know what? If I can do this type of setup for this kill, I could use this same spot for all of these kills. Or if I have a large weapon, or if it's a loud weapon, like so many of these things translate over. And as you kind of learn that, you start to be able to think organically about, oh, here's the spin condition. Oh, I know how I'll do that. I'll do it the same way that I do this type of setup. And so even if it's something you've never encountered before, you still have a method to go about it.
Right. So Tnega does get his fiber wire kill on Vanya in the barber disguise, and now is, I wonder if he might actually be able to get this and then get out on time. I feel like
don't know.
if
He's only
he
got a minute,
if he
and
had to-
it's going to take a bit.
if he had to run for the boat, oh, you got less than a minute. Hurry up, man.
Yeah,
If he had to run for the boat, he may not make it, but if he can get out at the taxi,
he's going to knock out this taxi driver, so he definitely can't get out of this taxi.
yeah, it's gonna be close. He might be able to make it if he gets to the boat. Oh.
Oh, this is not the greatest.
No,
He's
it's
obviously
not.
got the bump here, and that taxi driver might be too far away from that snail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. He does have a trank dart, but I mean, time is of the essence here.
Oh my god, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. He's not gonna make it.
No, I
10
don't
seconds.
Think so.
9, 8,
He gets
7.
the kill,
Oh
and
man.
Let's see if he can get the done in before, because he'll be slightly ahead of us. And unfortunately, that's the timer.
Oh, so close. Just seconds outside of the timer.
Oh, this is rough, because he's submitted a finished, but it was outside of the timer. But I don't know how long of a delay there is. All right, I need to do some admin stuff in the background.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, do what you gotta do, sir. So Gunther is our match admin, and he is now tasked with trying to ascertain whether Tnega got out. It's almost like a photo finish, but not in the traditional sense of a photo finish, where it's like player versus player time difference calculation. It's more like player versus server time, to see when he clicked it that he was done with his spin in relation to when the, exiting the map animation occurred.
All right, Barb. I will be right back. Entertain the lovely people. I'm gonna call Punky.
Sure, sounds good. All right, entertain. What should I do? Greatest hits. Yeah, so if Tnega does not, if he has not exited the map within the amount of time needed for the spin, before the 30 minutes was up, the result will be called that it's a draw, and both players will be awarded 1 point. However, if it was determined that Tnega submitted done before the timer ran out, then he will get 2 points for that map win. So while our match admins are conferring and making this determination, I'm going to look up and see what our third map is for this match. Because I don't know what it is. Oh snap, now I do. Well, that'll be a fun surprise for where we're heading off to after Mumbai. I could go for a 10 p.m. cup of coffee. Santa Fortuna? I don't know. I'll never tell. Fanium will, though. Spoilers. So it looks like we will have we will have an update here in just a moment from Gunther.
Yes, I am here. So we determined with maths that Tnega did press the done button, but he pressed the done button 7 seconds after the spin had expired. So even though he still had access to the done button, unfortunately, the spin would have been completed outside of the timer, and we cannot give it to him. So heck of a run, very, very close, but unfortunately just no love for that. So we're moving on to our third and final map,
which is
Haven Island.
Haven. Awesome. Spicy third map. And the potential for Plantspeaker to take 2 points and tie it up, forcing the match to be called as a tie. These matches can be resulted as win, loss, or tie for either player. So if Plantspeaker were to win,
reward points.
Yeah, and they all, that's right. You get points regardless of whether it's a win, loss, or draw.
Well, loss is 0 points, but
well, that's true. But I mean, you can lose a match with
yes,
1 point and
You're
your
right.
opponent getting 5 or something. But yeah, you take those points back to your points pool, and whoever in their group, whoever the top 4 players are of their group, will be advancing into the next stage of the tournament. And those top 4 players are the ones with the biggest and most impressively large numbers in their points pools. Numbers like close to 50, right? Because you can take 6.
Do we know what the max is?
I think it's probably 48.
You can earn 6. So every group has 8 players. You earn 6 points maximum per match. So the most points you could have, because you have to play all 7 other players in your group, is 42.
I thought 8 times 6 was 48. 7 times 6
but
is
you're
42.
only playing 7.
Oh, that's right.
It's 8, you're not playing yourself, so
Yeah.
you're only playing 7 of the other players in your group.
You're correct. 42. You don't play yourself?
You should have to.
Yeah, so since you're not playing yourself, you're right. It's 42 points as the maximum. So
Yeah.
whoever gets
So the closer they are
closest,
to that,
yeah,
the better they did in groups.
the
for sure.
more impressive and well regarded they will be by their peers. So looking at our player stats here, Tnega's been here 7 times. No
Yeah.
wins, 5 losses,
No wins. Let's see if
2
we can change that
draws.
tonight. And then
Yeah.
obviously the roulette rookie over on the left side of the screen, Plantspeaker. No lifetime performance for this map whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, I'll tell you what. Playing on a map 7 times, even though you haven't taken any wins, there's still, I'm sure, a lot of lessons learned, and there's definitely some experience that comes from 7 outings on a particular map as well. So I don't think this means that Tnega isn't familiar with Haven. You know.
No, I definitely not. And I think that season 2 is a real solid map pool for a lot of Hitman players. We've been playing it for years at this point, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think Haven is one of those that is good to have in your back pocket. It's good to have some practice on Haven because you never know when it's going to come up. And in an instance like this, where it was randomly decided as the third map of this series, if you've got some Haven experience, you can definitely stick it to your opponent.
Yeah, for sure. Well, why don't you tell us what are we doing while we're here on Haven Island?
What are we doing while we're resting here at Haven? We are going to kill Tyson Williams with a loud sniper rifle while disguised as the tech crew. We need to kill Stephen Bradley with a kitchen knife while disguised as the Villa Guard. And we need to kill Ludmila Vetrova with a scalpel while disguised as the Doctor. So, very thematic kill on Ludmila. Completely dissonant kill on Tyson. And then I think that the Stephen Bradley one is going to be fairly straightforward. You've got the Villa Guard that basically is delivered to you if you manage to isolate Stephen. Doctor Grab, that's going to be another fun one. This is another condition, like we've been talking about all night, where if that is a disguise that you do not know how to grab, you might run into trouble improvising it. So definitely looking over on Plantspeaker's side of the screen for this to see if he's got something in mind for what he wants to do there. And then obviously Tyson being a loud kill, that's going to be a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But I tell
Yeah.
you what, I think Plantspeaker was hovering over a silent sniper. Has he I see he's back in his inventory.
Yeah, you want to make sure you pick
Gotta have a loud one.
Seeker 300 Advanced. That's not loud.
Yeah, and that's what he's got in his briefcase right now. Okay, he is going to swap that out for Seeker. He's bringing in a Trank Dart. I think he has a crowbar as well.
Did Tnega start? I think that he's Seeker Stephen Bradley right off the bat.
He did right out the gate, and yeah, he changed into this. He's in this personal trainer disguise. So yeah, bit of an odd start here. But I trust that he's got something in mind here. Looks like he's going for quick isolations on both Ludmilla and on Steven.
Interesting.
And this should get Ludmilla into his hut, into the, what is it called, the shark hut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Ludmilla's in there. He's got himself his agency pickup as well. He's going to go ahead and peel her guard off with that apple toss. Now, it looked like Steven was already getting sick.
What's he doing? He's restarting.
Oh, did he think the loud sniper rifle was Ludmilla, maybe? Interesting. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Things seemed to be going well. So, let's see here. Plantspeaker is trying to find a way to vault up here into the hut with the doctor, I believe.
All right, Tnega gets another seeker dart, and also I think I heard someone drop a duck. I heard some kind
Yeah,
of duck.
Tnega tossed. I think it was a concussive duck.
What's the point of that, I wonder?
Maybe he's gonna trigger it when Steven is getting sick so that he can knock him out from afar, but I think that door stays open if his guard is standing in it.
Target
Oh, and
lockdown.
Tnega taking the shot. Yeah, so that gunshot's gonna get heard. I believe Tnega got fully spotted too. Yeah, he starts to get lit up there at the end. I believe he took that dart shot when he was being stared at by the resort staff standing outside the shark hut. I think I saw a little bit of whoosh there. Well, heading right into it is Plantspeaker, and looks like he's going straight for the doctor's guys first. He doesn't want to leave his briefcase behind, so he's made sure that he's grabbed and kept that. But yeah, this I really want to see this go far enough so that I can see what this concussive duck is for.
Yeah, apparently this is part of a known strat, but I just don't see what the purpose of it is there, because you get him sick, right? So he goes down to the bathroom. So why
I
have...
think it's presumptuous that it's a known strat. We
Yeah.
clearly aren't in the dark.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we know
Yeah, no,
everything.
I'm not familiar with this at all.
We know all there is to know.
Yeah.
Okay, Plantspeaker gets himself this doctor disguise here.
Very nice. He's got some tidying up to do, looks like, so these bodies don't get found. And it'll be nice having this disguise down and ready to go, especially so early in the run here, because then you don't really have to worry about his timing or anything. We've seen Plantspeaker doesn't really seem to be working against timing or anything. He's just kind of going about however he needs to, and kind of just dealing with it as he has to.
Yes. Yeah, just do one, at a time.
Yeah.
Do whatever you know how to do, whatever you feel comfortable doing. So he's going to be going for Ludmila first. He's checking her location. She's heading to the restaurant now, I believe. Or walking along by the shacks. Plantspeaker's going to be grabbing that scalpel, though. He's looking for it.
No, he's running in place. I'm not.
I think he's trying to figure out, you got to shoot the glass.
And there's a restart from Tnega as he went to try and grab the doctor disguise, I believe. Plantspeaker does have the scalpel, and he didn't even knock out this NPC. He is a little stuck.
Come on, man.
I don't even know. Okay, there he goes. He's able to get himself out of that. With that toss and him picking it up and then moseying, it seems like he's been stuck like that before. So he had a plan to get himself out of there, and was able to make that work.
Sometimes you just gotta toss your briefcase and then bend over to pick up your briefcase, and then you can squeeze through.
Yeah, that age-old saying. So there's the Seeker Dart on Ludmila by Tnega. Once again,
yep.
That part works. Let's see if he can get all of this working together.
Oh no, she didn't even open the door. She just phased through it.
I think it's because he was in the door. All right, he's going to have to wait for the bodyguard now. Oh no.
She was like running into the door.
Wow, that's some kind of unluckiness.
Oh, it's a little funny though. Just the ways that this game will do things to you. You could never have predicted that it would act in such a way.
I know. That's half the fun of Hitman, right? You always see something new.
I was playing
Same
in
thing with this.
Mendoza the other day. Apparently, it's known that like puddles in the bathroom are just like invisible. So I had like overflowed sinks with like dry floors that appeared totally dry. And I didn't trust it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to believe that there's a puddle there when it doesn't appear that there's a puddle there. Um, just crazy that stuff like that can,
Yeah.
you know, throw you for a loop.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but I've seen that exact same thing and it just not registered. It's just been like, well, I'm still gonna try this electrocution and just hope and pray, I guess. Well, Plantspeaker has Ludmilla sick in the bathroom, but this bathroom happens to be the bathroom of Jason Portman.
Yeah. And he goes through there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so this is pretty problematic. But Tnega does have the doctor knocked out. He's dragging the doctor to this bathroom where there is a box where you should be able to dump him and the resort staff. This is very problematic though for Plantspeaker because he's
Oh
done this
man.
toss.
Oh, he's peekabooed somebody.
Yeah, I think he's still got Jason Portman peekaboo. But what's
Oh
really
no.
oh, and then yeah, he's not gonna be able to get out. I think what he did was he tossed the briefcase. Ludmilla's guards saw it, but I think that he enforces it and calls somebody in to come pick it up.
Mm.
And so I think that's why he didn't go for it. And so he would have had somebody coming into the bathroom very shortly anyway. So it was just not a great situation to be in. But yeah, Tnega, he got Steven sick, and it might have just been to delay him because Steven is back to his business, working out in the gym, and he's not knocked out downstairs in the bathroom.
No.
So that could be problematic. Yeah, have we seen? We have not seen a kill yet
No.
on this Haven run.
No, we've not.
Wow. All right, well we're a third of the way through the spin now.
Yeah, I don't.
Tnega.
I can't help but feel like I would want to do Villa Start here. I would want to do Villa Start, get Tyson, and then grab, Villa Guard disguise, head back, go for Steven, and then get Ludmilla at the restaurant after grabbing the
Yeah.
doctor. I don't know.
I mean, I think that there's. I would not say. I'm with you in that. I would not save Tyson for last. I think it'd be a good idea to get him down. I think that both players might be thinking of a nicer way to get the. Oh no! Look, Tenega's locked himself out.
Oh
Oh
snap!
no!
He's locked himself out.
Yeah.
Oh
he's not gonna be
wait!
able to
You can get
in.
yourself. You can get yourself in there if you just shoot the trapdoor.
He doesn't have a silenced weapon, but he does have a loud weapon. It should let him get through there.
The Georgina 34
Yeah.
DTI. I don't
And he's
think.
also got a pistol. That's what I would think he'd go for. But he's gonna have. Oh, nobody heard that. It's soundproof.
Also,
Okay.
she's on. Oh, there you go.
Yep, there's the scalpel kill, and we have our first kill. It is on Ludmilla.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah, so
the
Tnega with one
Georgina
away.
34 DTI is silenced or not.
I'm pretty sure it's a loud one.
Yeah, I think all the
let me Google this.
Georginas are loud.
All right, let's see here.
Right, Speaker grabs the scalpel.
Let's see here. Can you give me the name one more time? Jusina what?
Druzhina 34 DTI, I think.
All right, let's see here. Um,
I think that's what the game said.
yeah, according to this, it is not silenced, so should be good.
Okay.
Yep, the only perk that it has is the piercing perk, I believe. So, perfectly fine for this spin.
What's Tnega doing here? He's at the restaurant. They're both at the restaurant. But Plantspeaker is much earlier.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know why we are seeing Tnega over at the restaurant, because obviously he's not here for Ludmilla. Oh, he does. He's grabbed himself a kitchen knife. That makes perfect sense. So that'll be the Steven kill. He doesn't have Steven isolated. I think Steven's already moved on to his island, and he's eyeing his emetic device from Ambrose Island. That should get Steven sick. Let's see here. He's just now leaving the surf shack.
So he can still be seekered here, and
He's got to be careful where he's going to toss this. He
Oh,
does have
no.
eyes on him right
gets,
now.
Yeah, he gets spotted by those
Yeah.
lifeguards outside the surf shack
Yeah.
there. It's illegal to throw that emetic grenade.
I think that very much just might have been a roulette brain moment where he just wasn't considering that people could see him there. He only saw Steven and his bodyguard.
Certainly
When
could
he
have
did
been.
the toss initially, he didn't even like get himself any whoosh. So I am wondering if maybe he could have gotten away with that if he didn't run himself back into the area where they could see.
Yeah,
he might have been far enough away.
I'm not sure how the suspicion with that works. But yeah, it definitely feels like delayed.
Extended illegal action.
Yeah,
so
I think so. But hey, listen, I need to go fill up my water bottle really quick. All this talking's like making me thirsty. I drank my way. I'm dry. So give me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. I'll entertain the people. All right, so we have Ludmilla has been seekered by Tnega, and she will go into the shark hut. And we do see Tnega no longer running into the door, making sure that it doesn't stay, that it doesn't shut, or stay shut before he's able to go through.
Ludmilla Vetrova has been permanently retired.
Interesting. So we might have our first kill. I'm just scrubbing through and confirming that it was indeed the scalpel that was tossed, because I could have sworn I still saw it in his inventory, but maybe he just picked it up really quick.
I mean, honestly, Charles, I've been curating those handbags for the better part of a decade. Charles, I'm sure you remember the shoes.
It's hard to forget the shoes.
All right.
Yep, indeed it was. Okay. Cool. Well, we have our first kill from Plantspeaker as well with the scalpel.
Ooh, another target lockdown from T as well.
That might have been the concussive duck.
Oh,
For Steven. Yeah, because Steven's silhouette is down. There is no searching. The target lockdown might very well have been. Yeah,
and that's
so,
that's just in the. Is it like a proximity duck in the bathroom or something for him?
No, because he tosses it at their feet after he gets Steven seekered. So I think that he tosses it. The guard picks it up, and then when he brings it to him, it bursts. Since technically Steven is the second one to get knocked out, I think that's what triggers the target lockdown, but it's not a real one because it happens for a split second.
Yeah, you're
he's
right.
Knocked out too. So
this
is much better for Tnega. He's got himself Ludmilla isolated. He can go and get his scalper right now. I don't know if he's got the knife, but obviously he's got the disguise for the knife kill on Steven ready to go, literally right next to Steven.
Mm-hmm.
So he does have to be careful this last time because the area investigated almost got him completely spotted. He is stepping to the front of the desk and is hidden over there. Yeah, this is looking way, way better for him. There's the broken glass. Can't quite get the angle. There he is. And now he's got himself a scalpel. Now he can go get the Ludmilla kill, no problem. He has to get himself the kitchen knife, which he can grab after he's grabbed the blue security guard disguise. So yeah, he's rolling. Then we might see him actually get to the villa, and we'll see if he's able to get through with the Tyson kill. That one's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a loud kill in a trespassing disguise. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about that.
Yeah. Well, T is just about to get this scalpel kill here once again on Ludmilla.
There's a toss. Does it right in front of a window. No fear. And yeah, that's Ludmilla down. So both players with Ludmilla down. Obviously, the timing way more favorable for Tnega. He's about 4.5 minutes ahead of Plantspeaker, and he's already got himself Steven isolated.
Yeah, he's making good time. I'm perhaps most concerned about Tyson. I feel like Tyson is the hardest kill here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saving him for last, and that's just I don't like that approach with spins. I get that sometimes you might feel it's inevitable but I try to do the hardest kills first, the ones I'm most likely to rip on.
Yeah.
And saving Tyson for last, I kind of think is a mistake.
I think that it's good as long as they have a plan for Tyson. Now a late restart here from Plantspeaker too. But yeah, if you are going into the villa late, like one of the reasons why that villa start is so handy is because you get to take care of it right out the gate. You'll know if Tyson's going to go good or bad right out the gate. If it goes bad, you can do restarting, whatever you need to do. In this case, you're kind of at the mercy. So Tnega he's not super far behind, but if his plan is to wait until Tyson gets to the theater room or something, it's going to be a bit before he gets there. He's going to miss the timing entirely, depending on what time he actually gets himself over to the villa, how often Tyson is stopped to cough. Like, there's so many things, there's so many factors that he is now kind of subjected to. And with only 850 left in the spin timer, you have to start worrying, oh, geez, am I going to have enough time to take care of all the stuff that I have to take care of? But he's going to have a second kill down here, and it's going to leave him with 8.5 minutes to get Tyson. And he does have himself the Villa Guard disguise, so he can actually just walk right into the Villa as well to get this set up.
Yeah, he's definitely at the mercy, because he hasn't already got Tyson. He's at the mercy of his cycle, which thankfully is a somewhat short cycle, but kind of restricted in terms of places that you might want to actually be able to isolate him.
Right. Because you have to, like we were talking with the ninja disguise, you have to figure out, when am I going to get back up to him, in what disguise, how many people am I going to have to go by? And I'm thinking that obviously the scaffolding out front, getting him in the theater room, is going to be the easiest way to go about that. Especially in a tech crew disguise, because tech crew disguise will be allowed here, but it won't be allowed on the second floor of the villa, obviously.
I don't think T's actually doing the server lure strat. I think
That
he's
is
just
totally possible, but yeah, I don't think that would be the way that he'd go either. We'll see though. He might.
I think he's just doing. I mean, did he get a flower? He might be using that for poisoning the dish at the restaurant. Now maybe he's actually doing the server lure then for
Or
just
what? Yeah.
for
What
Tyson.
what would the benefit for the flower be?
The emetic flower for poisoning the ventilation. He's doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So he will be doing the server lore. Okay. I mean, yeah. This might be what he had in mind. This might be why he's doing kind of a late stage Tyson, because he just knows, hey, you know what? I can do it this way. This way is going to be the best way for me to do it. So
Is it? Is it though? Two targets are
I
already eliminated. I don't know. I don't know how to
it's
feel
gonna
about this.
be it's gonna be a little bit difficult to tell until we actually see it, but
Oh, he's just unpacking and repacking his sniper by
I don't think he
accident.
did that on purpose. uh, I think what happened was he did the input buffer,
Mhm.
and when you have your briefcase,
Yeah.
the button is the same for retrieving. So I think that's exactly what he did.
Yep. Most definitely. So he's going to yank out all of these server racks, which is going to bring Tyson down. But then what? Everyone's already in here sick. You know, there's just so many eyeballs moving around. I feel like it's going to be so hard.
For a loud kill too. Like that's what I'm concerned about. I do think that this is possible. I'm more concerned with how viable it is, but I also trust that Tnega knows what he's doing. Like if he's got something in mind for this, like I feel like he can get this kill and get the body dumped quickly or whatever else he's got to do fast enough. So
I hope so. He's got 5 minutes to do it.
exactly. Like if he's not able to get this, it is going to be a draw. Period. Because I don't think the Plantspeaker is far enough along either. We've seen one kill from him, and it took about 7 minutes or so. And so if we assume he's going on like the same kind of path, then there's no way he's going to be able to catch up in time. So at best, Plantspeaker's hoping for a draw, and then you got Tnega, who quite possibly could get this. He's got plenty of time, but it's all going to be a matter of can he actually get this kill quietly enough where he can get the body hidden. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't. Is there a soundproof place down here, like a soundproof room?
I don't know. Not to my knowledge, but I'm not super well practiced, and I see Meme Junkie there in the chat is much more practiced and knowledgeable, I think. So he's saying that it is soundproof room. It's
There is
empty.
a soundproof room. Okay,
Looks like it.
so that might be Tanega's plan. And I think again, like we're kind of highlighting exactly what we said. Like, what is your map knowledge? How would you go about this loud kill? How would you
Yeah.
go about setting up this loud kill?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So he's got the chain lure on Tyson started.
Here he comes.
There's the knockout. And the drag to the bathroom here.
Is this soundproof though?
I am not sure. It might be like one of those things where, like, if you're in the corner of the room, you have it's a soundproof kill. So, but I mean, Tanega's going for it. You know, with 3 minutes left, like you don't really have much other option.
It is
There's
soundproof.
the kill. There's the sound. Yeah, it's soundproof. He should be good. He's just got to get himself to an exit now.
And
That is
don't
the
rip.
third and final kill for Tnega.
Wow, awesome stuff, T.
Awesome. And I learned so much about Haven just in this one map.
Yeah, same.
And Tanega's just heading to the airplane now, or the seaplane, excuse me, and he should be able to get himself out of here. And once we see that 5 stars, we'll give him the confirmation that he did not get on Mumbai.
Wow. And if that run is deemed valid, then he will be ending this match with 5 points and Plantspeaker with 1 point.
Yep, there he goes. 5 stars. That is going to be Tnega with a
Nice.
5-1 win. Well, 5-1 score, I should say,
Sure.
as there's not really a winner and loser in this. But yeah, I mean, that was down to the wire on Haven. Just past the wire on Mumbai, but he almost had it. So like Tnega able to finish all 3 of the spins. Only one of them getting rejected because they weren't fully. It wasn't fully valid. But nothing to scoff at. Still pretty good.
Yeah. Good stuff. Awesome to see. Really well played by both players. And again, like I really just want to. I don't want to overlook or I don't want to understate how I think encouraging it is to see a rookie play and show such promise and just like a strong base knowledge already. Like if you're willing to kind of just continue to invest and learn different strats and isolations and just keep practicing, do different spins, I think you'll find a lot of continued enjoyment in roulette and with the roulette community. So hopefully we see more of. Hopefully we see more of Plantspeaker. Stick around and, keep practicing and hanging out and learning. And really cool stuff from Tnega as well. Awesomely played. Let's take a look at our
Would
bracket
you have
here.
expected any less?
I certainly wouldn't. Never know what to expect with roulette, but always expect a good time, and you won't be disappointed. So taking a look at Group D standings here after our match, Tnega is in the top 4 here with 9 points, 1 win, 2 losses. Ashton's in 3rd with 13 points, GK Punk in 2nd with 18 points, and Observer in 1st with 22 points. Oh my god. Wow.
Observer's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Yeah, you better believe it. Watch out for Observer. And Punk's no slouch either, too.
No, I would not want to be in that group. Like
No.
that is a
Ducker,
steep climb in that group. You got
T-Nort.
Ducker, you got Observer, you've got Tnort, you've got Punky. Tenega's also fantastic.
Ashton's doing really well.
Ashton isn't anybody to sneeze at.
Yeah.
Like,
Ashton's been
Panura
practicing.
doesn't have. Yeah, does Panura have any matches played yet?
It looks like 1. I think he played against Observer.
Yeah, so like I mean, just that whole list, and then you're a rookie in that list. You know, like I would not take any of these losses to heart.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely, it's not about winning, right? Like winning isn't the priority or the goal here. Like it's at least to have fun. Because if you have fun, then like you're gonna, you're gonna want to keep. Yeah, you're gonna want to keep doing it, and then you can like have a better time practicing and learning things. So, yeah, just focus on having fun with it before anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking a look at some of our upcoming matches here as well. No more matches if you're in the States, if you're Eastern Standard or whatever. Matches will resume tomorrow, starting at noon. On the screen, they're in European time, but I'm going to read them off in Eastern Standard Time. Cabin versus Fanium at 12 noon. Also at 12 noon, me versus Osh. That's going to be fun. Then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we've got a double match. We have Miculars versus Frivolous, as well as Jotes versus FE302. At 2 in the afternoon, Some Random Person versus Crudy. 2:30, Vanium versus Reaper 47. 3 p.m., Time Cube versus Gorge, as well as Soviet Dubov versus In for Fun. Yeah. Oh, a triple threat at 3 o'clock, actually. We've also got Frody.
There's a ton of matches tomorrow.
Yeah.
So many.
We've got Frody 7 versus Jotes at 3. A Story versus Blunts and Beats at 4. Also at 4, Tnega versus The Observer. 4:30, Joe the Baby Grabber versus Pac. 5, we've got Ebramati versus Rommel. And then 9 p.m., Plantspeaker versus Tnort. 11 p.m., Alex versus the Buff Guy. Good God.
Yeah, it is a packed and dense day. So if you want more roulette, well, you've got it.
Yeah, you got it. Just all you gotta do, tune in. Simply
Yeah.
tune in and enjoy. Thank you so much, Gunther, for joining me and being my co-caster. Thank you to and also for being the match admin. You were the match admin as well.
Yeah, thanks so much for taking the cast and for letting me come along.
Always a pleasure, man. Always fun. Chat. Thank you for watching, and lurkers, thank you for lurking. And to our players, thank you for bringing your best game and your best sportsmanship and putting on a great show. And before we go, I'm gonna find a place to raid out to. Anyone streaming Casual Hitman, that'll do. Casual Hitman will do. Everyone, have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. And we will speak again very soon. But until then, bye for now.